This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 364 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. This tip is brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products. Visit them at kppusa.com. Hi, everybody. Glenn the Geek back with you from Lexington, Kentucky, and this Christmas week. Today, we have back with us Michelle Bergeron, friend of mine from Louisiana. Michelle runs Right Lead Equestrian Center and down there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And she's a trainer and an instructor and a coach and a rider and a competitor and all those things. And she has the beautiful Cleveland Bay horses. And we're going to get to Michelle's tip right after this word from Kentucky Performance Products. Happy holidays to all the listeners of the Horse Radio Network from your friends at Kentucky Performance Products. Kentucky Performance Products cares about the health of your horses and knows you do too. May you and your horses and ponies have a very happy and healthy holiday season and a fun equine-filled new year. From all of us at Kentucky Performance Products at kppusa.com. Happy holidays, everybody. Well, hi, Michelle, and welcome back to Horse Tip Daily.
Hey, Glenn.
Well, as we're putting this tip live, and we record our tips a bunch at a time, and then I put them out over time. I think I've said that 100 times on the show, so that's no secret. But as we're putting this tip live, it's almost Christmas, so Merry Christmas, Michelle.
Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas.
I appreciate
I bet it's pretty up there at Christmas.
It's either icy or it was pretty. And there's something, you've been to the horse park, Kentucky Horse Park now. They do something called Southern Lights, which all throughout, from the campground, they start at the campground, go all the way around the horse park, and they put these lights up, Christmas lights and decorations and displays all the way through the horse park, and you drive through it. And then at the end, you stop, and they have all kinds of stands set up with hot chocolate and stuff. And then in the museum area, they have train sets set up. And you can get camel rides, and they have a petting zoo. It's just the coolest thing to do when it's a cold night, and, you know, it's just fun. We've done it every year we've been here, and we just go back every year, and it's fun. We enjoy that.
Camel rides?
No, but Darcy did.
Oh.
Our friend Darcy, who you know, she did the camel ride, but we had about 4 Bellinis at dinner. And so she wasn't feeling anything. And I'm really surprised she actually stayed on the camel, to be honest with you.
Wow.
So, but it was fun. It was. I do want to do a camel ride at some point.
Well, you should. You should. I rode one the last time, not this time, but the time before we were Royal Equestrian Games.
Oh, really?
I finally got to ride a camel.
Oh, good.
It was great. I highly recommend it.
That's great. All right, so what are we talking about today?
Well, I know that you have mentioned before that you just hate to fill up a hay net. So
there's an understatement.
For you.
Okay, hay nets are a horse husband's just worst nightmare.
Well, I think for lots of people, if you want to watch something funny, send the picture over to fill up a hay net, and it is very time consuming and will provide lots of entertainment.
Well, all right, so you're saying there's an easy way that even I could do.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not believing you,
all
by
you
the way.
need to have.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Okay.
La 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 la.
So you can start with if you have like a 55-gallon drum or some sort of maybe a trash can, and you open your hay net all the way up and lay it over the top so it drapes down the side. Grab a couple flakes of hay, put them on top of either your barrel or your trash can or whatever you're using. You can even use a bucket once you get good at this. And then pull up the sides of the hay net and pull your string closed, and there you go. Off you go.
All right, so this tip is never going to see the light of day and never going to make it to air because then we would be expected to do it, when now we just get so frustrated, our wives go, well, I'm just going to do it myself because I'm
throw it on the ground and storm off.
I'm sick of him whining about this, so they just go do it themselves. If there's an easy way to do it, then we're expected to do it. This has to be the worst tip we've ever had.
Sorry. maybe you could pay me off.
Does it actually work, or does the hay net like fall over into the tub?
No, I've not had any trouble. Once I learned this, I thought, God, this is the greatest idea ever. Yeah, if you use like I said, if you use a flat, the bottom of a 55-gallon drum, if you use a tiny little something, I'm sure it would slide off. It has to be, enough to give you a base to work on.
Right.
And I have the rope hay nets, and they don't slide a lot. Maybe if you had a brand new plastic one, it might slide a little bit, but I imagine you could put your finger in that center ring long enough to snatch up a flake of hay and slap it on there to hold it down, finish stacking them.
All right. Well, I'm believing you.
Give it a try. Go out this afternoon and give it a try.
All right. That sounds good. Well, that's how to do an hay net easily, and that's from Michelle at Right Lead Equestrian Center. You can find her at rightlead.com. Is there anything you needed to add to that?
No, you finally convinced me to get on Facebook, so Right Lead is now on Facebook.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Everyone was much relieved that I had done that.
Well, that's good, and it is easier to post little things and for your boarders and your students to keep track better too.
It is.
Well, great. Well, thank you, Michelle. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Stay warm.
Well, thanks, Michelle, and Merry Christmas down there in Louisiana, where it's probably a little warmer than it is here in Lexington right now, expecting another snowstorm over Christmas. Be our third for the year. That's highly unusual here in Lexington, Kentucky. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening. We appreciate you being here. You can find all of the shows on the Horse Radio Network at horseradionetwork.com, all in one spot. You can take a listen. We have over 800 episodes of the different shows, 8 different shows that we do now. So we are looking forward to the 2011 and bringing you a whole bunch of new fun on the shows here in 2011. Well, we'll be back again tomorrow with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.
The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.